Good afternoon. Welcome back. We are now in the elimination part, the playoffs of the holiday tournament. Once again, thankful for all of our sponsors here in Grandville, Michigan. Our sponsors are Bradford White Family Fair, Barron's Hendrick and Stite Insurance, Daning Insurance, Michigan ENT and Allergy Specialist, Andiamo's Pizza, Terry Hall Roller Rink, and the Holiday Inn Express in Grandville. Thank you again for all of them. Welcome. We are just about ready. The teams are on the field for our first two matches. So again, we will start with match 1 will be the 1 seed versus the 16 seed. So we are about ready. Let's see if we got everything ready. All right, looks like we are about ready. All right, what do we have? Wow, Red got a bunch in there. And now you'll see the difference. They are not playing at all for win points. So they aren't even going to worry about it. They are going for, during that autonomous, just scoring as many as they possibly can and doing what they can to make it work. So right now the One Alliance is showing quickly why they are, as they have their field empty. The other team has actually kind of stopped loading. They are loading a little, but not much. So now they're a little bit of action. We'll see what they do. Red's trying to grab some out of their zone, score what they can. See, they're touching, and now they finish shooting the rest of them. Their teammate comes over, picks them up, and says, we will take those and put them where we want them. So they are quickly loading them all in. Red did lose one of theirs. Oh, looks like they got one stuck. Oh, they got it unstuck. So they're doing good now. Let's see if they can get those flicked out. Oh, they still had some left. Let's see what they can do. We have 19 seconds left. Not sure if anybody's going to hang. The One Alliance will hang. And we'll see. Blue gets one up too, so they park. So both teams will have one hanging. All right, the referees will score it. They'll take a little more time now. So they're going to go check and do the paper check to make sure it is not touching. So they want that paper to slide through without catching it all. Oh, the red is not hanging. So we will see what happens. All right, we will move to our 8 versus 9 match. So this should be pretty close. Oh, blue just missed, shoving that one over. Oh, they got the one over, which is really all that matters. We'll see if red got 2 in. They tried to get the extra one, but will it backfire if red got both in? Both reds are in. Red will win autonomous. All right, and again, there's no win points, so it's all, what can you do? Both are struggling firing. Both blue teams are firing. One red team is shooting. Can they get them both over? Red's struggling because they're not both making it over. Blue just scored for red while they were trying to play defense. Blue with a whole lot. There are just a ton over here. Everybody's over on the red side, or the blue side. Try and score. So let's see what happens. Oh, blue's touching. Red was trying to de-score them, but they quickly changed up. Red's got to score some. They've got everybody in the blue zone. So can red do something? Oh, there red goes. Now red's got a whole bunch in their zone. Can they score them, though? That's the key. But now blue's coming across. Blue de-scored quite a few of the reds after red had scored them in. So blue's waiting to see if they both double zone. Blue with a big advantage right now. Red's going to have to do something, but blue's waiting for him. And there's the time. This ended up getting pretty close, so we'll see what happens here. That red having the autonomous is going to be pretty critical. Let's see what our numbers end up as. So it'll be a close match. So now they're trying to see what they can do. So in that explanation, they're looking at why, because they were touching the low bar and that, and you can't touch it. And what they were asking is because they were trying to get up on the low bar and the other team hit them, can they do that? And the issue is they can't touch you if you touch the blue bar or the red bar, if you're a red team going for the red. If they're touching one of the colored bars, they can't touch you. If you're up on one of the other bars, then they cannot touch you. But while you're trying to go up, they can make contact with you. All right, so he's going through with some of the explanations on why they did or didn't call anything. All right, so let's see what the scores, see if they agree. All right, so let's see what we get for a score, if they're all in agreement. So they are confirming scores. They're double checking. You see every team adding up quick to see what they can get. So it looks like red with the win. All right, we'll move across to the other side. All right, here we go. Autonomous. So red's trying to see. They're trying to grab a bunch. They suck up another one. Okay, 4 versus 13. Now I've heard it now. All right, red got a couple in, shoved a couple across. Looks like blue got one in. And red did win the autonomous. They will have that 6-point advantage. Here, red comes over for playing defense, and sure enough, just like that, they blocked one right off the bat. So red team is just firing them across like crazy. Now red goes in and shoves a whole big group of them in. Then they come back up with their blocker. Their teammate drives across, shoves a bunch in. So let's see what they can do. Red or blue blasts a bunch across. Just like that. Blue carefully going, and they are making sure that red's playing defense on itself. A little bit of lack of communication on that one. All right, so red taking advantage. They've got fully. They are scoring them like crazy. Blues trying to catch up, but every time they tried to shoot, they got blocked. So they have stopped shooting. Red's going across and grabbing which ones they can. Just like that, they grabbed 2 more. So now they're going to try and drive over and shove them in. And they do. Their teammate hang. We got a red hang. We have a blue potential hang. We have 5 seconds left. Let's see what happens. Red's trying. They're like, they were going to try and shoot it in. They're like, nope, we're not even going to risk it. We're going to end it. So that looks like it's going to be the end of it. Red with a very large count. I can't tell if the blue is hanging or not. The red looks like it might be up. The head referee has walked away to let the scoring referees take care of it, so there was no calls that they were questionable about making. All right, we will move on to the other field. It looks like it is. This will be 5 versus 12. Quite possibly. It looks like we're ready. It is 5 versus 12. All right, let's see what they get. Red just misses one of them, gets another. Red shoves the other one across. Can't tell if blue's got 1 or 2 or 0 in. It's kind of hard to tell. They're double checking. So that's the decision. The red on the bottom left corner of your vision of the field, they did knock an additional one over. So that is the difference for red to win autonomous. Oh no, the cable came out. Oh, they're checking it. They're double checking this one. All right, looks like the connector's all right. So they're checking it, but it looks like they're all right. Okay, here we go. All right, now they're firing up. Both blue robots are over here. So they're getting ready to fire. They don't quite block them. So they're trying to see. Now Red's going back over to fire them all. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 3 is having a bit of an issue. I don't know if they disconnected, what the issue is. So this will really hurt the 12 seed. So Red is trying to take big advantage. They are shoving them in like crazy to make up for it. This is a big concern for the blue team if they can't get that robot to work. I'm not sure if it's totally disconnected or what issue it's having. So Red is taking advantage, and they are shoving in as many as they possibly can. Just like that. So they're trying to find out. We have 28 seconds left. So now they're trying to find out if there's an issue with it. Trying to figure out why it quit running. So looks like nothing's on. So not sure if like the battery died or what happened to it. So now they're going to try and hang. So 8031D is trying to pull themselves up, and they do. With 1 second left, they get themselves up in the air. So we'll see what the possibilities are on why it died. So sadly, it's hard to win 2-1 in elimination, but they're the lower seed anyways, and then their battery is disconnected. Something happened where it wasn't connected well enough, and it died. Oh, that's a very, very tough break. Our teams from Indiana, they were in teammates, and it disconnected. So that happens sometimes when they crash together, so not sure what happened, but it killed them. So we will move over to our next match. All right. This is 2 versus 15. Let's see what happens. We got all 4 teams connected. We didn't have one of the red teams connect. Let's see what they can do. Really gutsy play by one of the red alliances. They went right up to the edge of the line and grabbed it. They tried throwing them across. Blue got 1 in, it looks like. Red got 4 in. So we'll have driver control, and we'll see what happens. Interesting. They changed sides. Red's struggling to launch. Blue said, forget that. We're not gonna let you play defense. We're gonna go block. Oh, but their launcher didn't work. So now Blue's gone totally defensive. Even with the defense, Red's like, we're just gonna shoot it right over you. So they are now blocking every shot they make. So we'll see what happens. Red tried going around, or Blue tried going around. Red just kind of drove through them, moved them out of the way. Red's decided, yep, you're there. We're going to double zone. We don't even care if you try and, they can't reach underneath. So they're like, we're just going to go. They are shoving everyone they can out of the other zone. We'll see what Red can do. We'll see what Blue can do. Blue's got to get some scored. Red's not moving. Red gets out of the way. Blue's going to try. I thought Blue was going to try and hang. Maybe not. Now, Red looked like they were hanging, and then Blue hit them. So we'll see what happened. Looks like Red got, they had 2 up. They got 1 up. They got 2 up. It looks like red has 2 hanging robots. So red went with the big high score. I think with this, they also knew from where they were at, they had the win, so they were trying to do it because they wanted to find out later on when they really need those points, can they do it? And it looks like they can. So we will move to the other field. It is the 7 versus 10. They're getting ready. Let's see what they can do. I got a lot of green lights. Is everybody ready? They are looking to make sure it doesn't break the plane. So that is what they're looking for. Oh, they fire it in. Doesn't quite work. Oh, looks like red might have broke the plane. No, they did not. They were on their side. So that'll be an interesting one. So this is an interesting one because red crossed the line, blue drove into them, and then they went across the line. So we'll see what happens on this one. So if they got in the way and caused blue, okay, so what we are hearing is red cross the line, caused blue to foul, which you cannot cause an opposing team to foul. Blue will have the autonomous advantage. All right, let's see what they do. Looks like blue's launcher's coming up a little short. Now it's coming out. It can't reach in that angle. Red's doing a great job on defense to make sure they are making contact with it. Blue's not hitting for some reason, so they're just shoving them out of the way. Red seems to have a big advantage right now. Blue's trying to make up for it. What can they do? Blue's got a couple across. Now they're driving. They're trying to just score. Shove them on their side, see what they can do. Blue driving a whole bunch underneath. They get under the bar. They're trying to score. But that red team got right in their way and stopped them from de-scoring. Oh, and they shoved a bunch of them such that they ended up in that dead zone where that red bar is so that they can't score. So red's trying to hang. Can they get that hang? 17 seconds. Can red get that robot hung? They do. At 7 seconds, they are hanging. They are playing defense. Can blue catch up? Blue's trying to get enough scores. Red is the only robot hanging. Blue had the autonomous, but the red hanging is a 12-point swing, or 14-point swing, sorry. So that hanging is huge. There's a lot to count. It looks like red has more in there, but we'll wait for it. Blue has more in their zone, just by a few, though. So we'll see what happens on that one.
They don't place it. They either like kind of push into it or they draw it. Both are illegal.
All right, so we're seeing how close this is. Final score. Looks like blue is not too amused, so I'm guessing red won. So it looks like red with the win. All right, we'll go to the other field. Let's see what we're on. This is our second to last match of the round of 16. So let's see what we're at. .314. Let's see what happens. What's their autonomouses? All right. Just missed by red. They got an extra one in. Red wins the autonomous. All right, let's see what we get. Teams sprint to their corners. Blue firing quickly. Red now firing quickly. Blue running across to play some defense. And blue completely shoves them off of it. One of the blue robots looks like they just quit, just shut off. So that's not good. So this looks like it is now a 2-on-1. They are trying to find out what is going on, why it died. We've had a lot of robots die today. So, and not from the field. So we've had some batteries disconnect. We've had some wires disconnect. So now the one red robot just gets to play defense. Looks like they're trying to score first to make sure. So they're trying to de-score as much as they can, get all those balls on the other side. The blue team's doing pretty good, all things considered. Considering it's a 2-on-1, they're doing what they can to get as many points as they possibly can. So we are now at 30 seconds. Now the red robot's like, all right, I'm going to score as many as I can. Blue robots or blue robot finally came over. They are shoving a whole bunch in. They're doing a good job. Looks like that blue robot's finally working. It just started moving all of a sudden. Unfortunately, oh no, it's dead. It's still in the corner. That was a red robot that came over and shot. So blue is trying to do what they can, but you can't do much when your robot dies. So they're going to try and figure out what happened and why it died right away. So they are struggling with some match loads. So the rule is when you see them reach in to set one on, you can only have one of the tri-balls break the plane. You cannot have two at the same time, or three. You can only have one break the plane. So not sure why the one red or blue robot died. All things considered, they did a good job. They did do a good job in just keeping it somewhat close. So that hurt them a lot. 1-on-2 you can't do much on, especially once autonomous ended, they were dead. That's a tough thing to recover from. So looks like we are coming to the final match. Last match of the round of 16. Let's see what we get. I love the fact no one on the field knows what alliance they are. We're assuming it's 6 versus 11, but we're not sure. Everyone looks at each other and says, I don't know. Let's see what we get. Can't tell if red got one in or not. They're trying quickly. Oh, and red stopped. So blue might get it. Red did a lot, but they had some fails. All right, let's see what they can do. So they're trying to be creative on when they fire. They're not shooting until the last second. Red shoving a bunch in. Oh, red got one stuck in their mechanism. Blue's trying to score. Red's trying to score. Red's still firing across. Looks like blue's now going to go over to start shooting again. No, they decide to stop once that other team shows up. All right, let's see what they can do. They're touching the bar, so they went under. They got to be careful. So they're counting. So red did touch the bar. If red's touching the bar, they are not counted as double zoned. Red connects. It's trying to lift themselves up. Can they lift themselves up? Red gets one robot up in the air. Blue's trying to get a robot up in the air. Oh, red tries to get a second up in the air, and they just miss. 2 seconds. Nope. Blue with one in the air, red with another in the air. Blue had the autonomous, but that will not make up for the difference of the red has just a very large quantity in their zone. Wow. Just heard 19 in the red zone, or goal, 8 in the blue goal. Ha. All right, they are confirming this round. Unfortunately, I can't see the score, so people in the stands can, but I actually can't where I'm sitting. So, but it looks like they're in agreement. I think everybody knows what the result's going to be, with red with the win. And that's our last. And we're going to move to the quarterfinals. As we go to the quarterfinals, we have the number 1 seed going against the number 8 seed. Let's see what happens. And they go. Red's seeing how many they can score as they keep firing. Red still goes up even though they don't need to. So we'll see what happens. All right. Red's firing over like crazy. Blue with quite a few blocks. Red stopped shooting. They are shooting again. Lots of good defense. Let's see what happens. So this is our first match, the quarterfinals on the Red Alliances, 248A and 223A, our number 1 alliance. Our number 8 alliances, 13444C and 13444B. So Red shoving as many across as they can quickly. So Red just picks them up and fires. So they're like, forget this. We're just going to knock them all out as fast as we can. Red's playing defense. Now the one Red team drives across and drives them in. So now they're firing more bots across. So Blue tried coming over to play some defense so they could stop them. Unfortunately for them, it's made it difficult. Red just keeps shoving them in. Right now they haven't had as good a luck defending as they had before. They're just shoving them out of the way. So now they've been able to spin away. And it doesn't look like they were able to, but it won't matter. As you had the Red Alliance with a very large advantage in numbers scored. All right, qualifying match number 2. On the Red Alliance, 288B and 13444A. On the Blue Alliance, 3223E, 8031D. All right, it is the 4 versus 5. Let's see what everybody can do. Red's moving a lot, but unfortunately they're touching a few of them, so that hurt them, and I don't know if they scored them all. Looks like neither of those are in for Red, unfortunately for them. Red's true. So we might have a tie. Oh, 8. Red was able to knock enough over. So even though they didn't get any in their goal, they de-scored enough that Red had it. Oh, I just lost my camera. All right, I'll try and grab another 1 second. I lost my camera. 1 second. All right, now I'm all set. Red firing. Blue's playing defense on Red so that they can't get in there and block their teammates from shooting. So lots of horsepower. So now we've got teams against teams. fighting. They're just blocking each other like crazy. Now they're blocking it. Those two teams are like, forget it, we're going to fight it out as much as we can. All right, we got everybody's in the blue zone, seeing what they can do. Blue's trying to catch up. Red's got a big advantage early on how many are in. Red shoving a ton in. Blue's trying to climb. Looks like they've got one up. Red gets one up. We got 4 seconds left. Red, in the meantime, gets 2 additional balls jammed underneath. That is big. They're going to see if that is clean or not. That is good. That one is, the blue is good. The red is good. Red looks like a pretty sizable advantage. Okay, they're checking them. So they ejected one. They said, nope, it's not in. That one they said is in. So you see what they're doing is making sure which ones are in, which ones are not. The blue pretty much knows they lost. They're like, yeah, that was really close for a bit, and then red all of a sudden got ahead. So looks like red will be moving on. Our number 4 seed is able to survive and move on, defeating the number 5. All right, by the reaction, red did win. All right, moving on to our next field. All right, number 2 versus number 7. Let's see what they do. Two's trying to get a bunch in. Red's trying to get a bunch in. Red does get a bunch in. Blue at the very end. Blue drives across. Let's see what they do. Who's shooting, who's not. So they trade spots. Red quickly scoring. Red quickly firing across. Red's trying to play defense from this side this time, so they're doing a little bit different. They're like, fine, we can't stop it where it hits, so we're just going to fire and then just be in the way. So now we got a pushing contest on one side, so we'll see what happens. So blue is able to take advantage initially. Red is in trouble. Blue grabs a whole bunch of them. Oh, blue just hit a bunch out of there. Let's see. I'm sure they caught it. Red looks like they're in trouble. Red's trying to play, or blue's trying to play defense. 30 seconds. What can they do? Red making this much closer now. This will be interesting based on the sheer. So there's interference. They ran into them twice while they were hanging. That'll be, so that's 2 hanging robots. Can blue get one up? Blue does at the last second. So this will be interesting. Not sure if the overhead view helps a little. Blue with a big advantage on the sheer number. Red does have the autonomous and the 2 lanes versus 1. So now they're going to find out which one. Everyone that comes out on red is going to hurt red because they're short. So this will be very So Blue has a big advantage on the numbers right
Didn't win the last time, huh?
This is red. Looks like this will be the 3 versus 6 alliance or match. Let's see what everybody does. Blue just misses getting a bonus one in. Let's see what they can do. They're trying to fire multiples in. Oh, it stopped. Let's see what happens. Red with the autonomous win. All right, let's see what they can do. Red quickly shoves a bunch in. Wow. Blue with a whole bunch in. Red's trying to play defense early. And now they're going to try and so that was it. Blue with lots scored. And then they're blocking. So what can they do? So Blue with a very large advantage early. Can they maintain this advantage? So Blue sucking them in, shoving them under. They've got a big mess. They got all 4 robots jammed in the same little area. You can hear the gears grinding on that robot as they try to shoot. Let's see what they can do. Red trying to make up for it. They got a lot of score. Now they had autonomous. That helps them a lot. Whoops. One of the blue robots stopped working for a while. Seeing what they can do. 13 seconds left. Blue's still trying to shove some more in while they can. They're going to see if they can drive on. They just miss hanging. They might have one of each. They got one on each hanging. Blue with a pretty sizable looking advantage on numbers in. Red did have the Auton win. So the hanging is even. Auton goes to red. But is there enough to make up for the very large number in the blue net? The blue goal is very, very full. We'll see what we get. This is our last match of the quarterfinals. All right. Red does not look happy. Blue looks much happier. 171 to 101. Blue takes it. That was a pretty large score, 171 to 101. All right. We will move to field one for the first semifinals. We will have the 1 versus the 4. So the first alliance, 248A, 223A in red. And on the blue alliance, the number 4, 288B, 13444A. Let's see what they can do. Red with 2 in quickly. Trying to get a 3rd in. Red does get a couple extra in. Blue is able to push some across and get a couple in. This will be very close. Unfortunately, I think blue is touching one of theirs. So blue is touching one of theirs, so it will be interesting. Red with the autonomous advantage. All right, let's see what everybody does. Here's you're going to see some defense. Lots of defense. Sure enough, there's a bunch of your defense. Lots of block shots before even anything happened. Lots of block shots. So red has one stuck in their robot unless they can get it out. Oh, they do. They get it out of their robot. So they're like, fine, we're just going to go score. So they go and get in the way. Blue was trying to come across and grab them. Red's like, nope, we're just going to get in your way and stop everything. So we have a big old brawl trying to score. So red and blue are picking up the ones. Their teammates are going around behind them, picking up all the extras that are on the field and just scoring them. Blue got that red robot turned just a little, and because of that, they were able to knock them out. Red's like, fine, we're going to keep scoring. Can red do it? Red's going to try and get some shots across. Nope, they cannot score. Red gets one in. Blue gets, oh, red fires one right into the blue team. Lots of great defense. Red gets another one in there. Red gets another one. Blue gets one. Red's trying to hang. Red gets one up. Red's trying to, can blue get up in the last second? It doesn't look like blue was able to get up. Red did. That will be huge. Red hanging, no blue hanging. Red with the autonomous. And that looks like red grabbed one off the bar and kind of flung it at their goal, and it looks like it scored. So they took a 2-pointer and made it a 5-pointer right there at the end. So 23 points for red there in the last 4 seconds with a quick hang. All right, let's see what they got. Lots of defense. Red 90, blue 43. Yep. You get with a big change up there by both teams playing some terrific defense, which really tightened things up fast. All right. Here we have the 2 versus 6. 2 versus 6. Let's see what they do. The Red Alliance, 244D, 248B. That's our Red Alliance. Our Blue Alliance, 288A, and 366620B. Let's see what they can do. All right, would help if I have at least I have the up before the match started. Here they go quick. Oh, they just missed, knocked it across. Quite a few failures so far on this one. But red right there quickly grabs. Oh, and it bounced back on. They're checking. It looked like somebody dropped comm, and they're trying to find out why. They're trying to see. They said it's not the field. It might be the robot. Blue's robot. So unfortunately, 36620B did not move at all. All right, so they got to reset it. Nothing happened. The blue one stopped during it. All right, so they got to reset the field and try rerunning it. Let's see what happens. All right, while they reset the field, we'll call out the names of these teams. On the Red Alliance, 244D, that is RoboDogs Detritus from Grandville, Michigan. And they are paired up with 248B, and that's RoboDogs Forsaken, also from Grandville. On the Blue Alliance, 288A, RoboDogs Counter-Strike from Grandville, is paired up with 36620B. Make sure I get the right name. Crusaders from Unity Christian High School. They're in Hudsonville, Michigan. All right, as everybody scrambles to get air back in their compressor tanks, everything loaded up. Reset the field, double check the setups. As they do a full reset of the field. So that was that. If you could hear that sound in the background, that's the sound it makes. Now you can watch those teams talking strategy like crazy. Even though they talk strategy before it, they're still seeing what's going on, and they will try to talk more because they want to make sure they are completely set and not having any issues. Okay, and whoever wins this one will go to the finals. The finals is a single match. So if we run multiple divisions, then it will be best of 3. But with one division, it is winner, go home. It is all or nothing in that last match. So we are about ready for our second try at our second semifinal match. to see who will be the Blue Alliance in the finals. It looks like our referees are getting in position because they're trying to make sure they can see correct. They want to make sure no one breaks the plane, so that's why they're in the position they're in. Let's see what we get. So I guess they're getting some non-setups. Red just missed. Can blue get it? Red missed twice, but it looks like blue quit also. So they're looking at the one did not move again, but they made sure to watch, and the referee could see it counting down. Ooh, red broke the plane. So they're checking what's going on. All right, so we are going, the one didn't move again, but they could watch it count, but they said the red team was watching, and they said they watched the blue 288A robot stop. So because of that, they are going to rerun it again, but they're going to shut everything down. So they're going to reset the field, reboot it, let it run again. So hopefully third time will be the charm here. I think third time is going to be the charm no matter what, but we'll see. All right, field is reset. Let's see what happens. Waiting for it to come back up. So here today, like we said it previously, we had Vex U tournament going simultaneously. That is complete now. So it's a little quieter in here, as about 20 teams have left now. They just completed their awards ceremony even. So in comparison, they had a 20 team competition, and we have, for high school, we actually had 53 teams. It was supposed to be 56, but 3 teams did not show up this morning. Not sure why. But if they had an issue or a bus issue or what the reason why, unfortunately they weren't able to attend. So we still had 53. And we are trying to run our second semifinal. Hopefully it all goes this time. So, and exactly like the referee just said to one of the teams, he's seen this robot run Auton all day. He knows its Auton works. It's worked every other time in the round of 16 and in the and in the quarterfinals. So that's why he's letting him. That's why he's having it reset again, because he knows it. All righty. So let's see what happens. And you probably can't quite see it, but some of the teams, I mean, obviously they all know each other. I mean, 3 of the 4 teams are all from Grandville, but you can tell that these kids hang out a lot because while they're setting it up, they're giving each other pats on the backs and everything else to say how well it's going. So it looks like after this match, we always have a 5-minute break, a 5-minute timeout before they start so they can let their motors cool and that they can rest. They want that robot cool, otherwise the motors can overheat. Looks like we're going. All right, everybody's moving. That's a good sign. See what happens. All right, can they all do it? The red team just missed. Blue had not sure how many got in. It's hard to tell at this angle. Looks like just one or two is all. All right, so in the red goal, all four are in, and that gives red the advantage. Everybody fired. Everybody worked. All right, let's see what happens. And away they go. So they changed up. They didn't have each other ready to go. And now they blocked them. Let's see what happens. They are shoving everybody back and forth. So blue got a bunch of shots off before red started working. Red's on the barrier. So what are they doing? So blue quickly changes sides. Oh, and they're having issues with their robot, it looks like. Lots of defense, lots of good defense. Just look at that. That definitely reduces the score. As they are trying to score. Oh, and their thing failed. So now they lost their launcher. Oh, it launched. Oh, Blues caught one. Red fired one. It landed right in them. It landed perfectly in the red zone. 11 seconds left. What can they do? Both blues are up, or both reds are up. Blues trying to get up. Blues got one up. They're trying to get their second up. No, they do not. Wow. Not much scoring in the first minute of that match. Then in the final 30 seconds, all of a sudden, that red goal filled right up, and it went from almost dead even to the red blazing. So, red getting all three up. That was a very good match. That was super tight there, and they make up for it in the end with the red getting the two hanging robots. So red had autonomous and two hangs. So you had a lot of good defense. This ended up scoring more than we thought, but three. Red 154, blue 82. Good match. All right, we will take a 5-minute break, and we will try and show the awards. I don't have a good camera for it, so I will just announce who got which award if I can see it. Yeah, so I'll try and announce who wins. We don't have our camera set up that we did for the doing the alliance selection yet. So they made a new award of Most Festive, and 2140J won it. All right, 4911B and 4911X from the Mushrooms, and say hello to my little friend, Robotech Zone of Michiana, Dowagiac. I couldn't see what the award was, but they did win an award. (2140A) won the Judges Award, or won a Judges Award. Guess, don't know if they're not here or not. They were here earlier, but maybe they left. Oh, they left. Send somebody down from one of their teammates to take it to them. (244D) won the Amaze Award, which goes to the team that is the most consistently high-scoring robot. So that's both in skills and during matches. (63600C) January won the Build Award. The Create Award went to 366. Hey, I gotta make sure I get this right. 36620B Crusaders from Unity Christian. All right. The teams are coming onto the field. This is the 1 seed versus the 2 seed. So while we had a couple upsets, it still ended up 1 versus 2. All right, in the finals. We have on the Red Alliance 248A Robodog Starfall from Grandville. Their teammate is 3223A Kachiga from West Michigan Aviation Academy in Grand Rapids. Their opponents on the blue side are 244D Robodogs Detritus from Grandville and their teammate 248B Robodogs Forsaken from Grandville. Almost all set. The Wonder Robot found an issue, so they're fixing it. All right, one thing we do, I'm not sure if you'll be able to see it, but you'll see some people walk by. They will have them run across and give each other high fives as they go. You can barely see it in the top left corner as they go across. These teams know each other rather well. I'd like to say thanks, Steve Clark, our head referee today. Also thanks to all the other volunteers. Here we go. Let's see what they can do. Red fires 2 across right away. Blue gets a couple in. Not sure how many. 3 red. Let's see how many blue. Now we got to count. Let's see what the score is. Just by numbers. All right, they're double checking. Red with the autonomous advantage. Here we go, as they quickly go and start shooting across as fast as they can. Playing defense, and there, now they got the defense going. So you can see how these teams work as they quickly fire. Oh, they were able to fire anyways. Let's see what they can do. Oh, red comes across. Blue tries to go across. Red trying to come across. Lots of defense, lots of crashing together. What can they do? So here they go. Trying to score. Red and blue, these teams are both with some great defense. You're still seeing a lot of scoring. Oh, so Red's trying to get some shot across, doing what they can do. Oh, no, we just lost our video again. Uh-oh. Red's trying to hang. Red's got an issue. They can't hang with their robot. Blue's trying to get them both up. Just missed. Red's got one up. Blue has one up. Red does not. Let's see what happens. This looks like blue with the advantage on numbers. By the reaction, I think red knows they did not win that. So, and our camera just died. 5 minutes left, and the camera dies. So this will be a very close match. Let's see what happens. All right, let's see what we can get. Let's see if I can get a camera of some kind set up.
We do have a champion.
All right. Blue Alliance did pull it off. All right, I'm going to use this camera. All right, that didn't work. We're going to try again. See if I can get this camera to work. All right. Unfortunately, it died on me. So that's the final. That's how the robots are up. That blue robot is up. That is the blue score. That is the red. Red did not get it. That was the difference right there. It was really close on the scores. That hanger ends it.
All right. Zenith won the Innovate Award.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Good match on it today. Well done today, guys.
Following a little bit to make sure we got the certificates ready for the finals. The Design Award.
Design Award is next.
A team that demonstrates an organized and professional approach to design process, projects, and time management. Kind of sounds a lot like the last one. The team's engineering notebook provided a clear and complete documentation of their design process and development of their game strategy. The winning team also demonstrates effective communication skills, teamwork, and does well in an interview with the judges. The award goes to the team whose ability to describe their design and game strategy clearly and in great detail. The engineering notebook was easy to follow, organized into sections for each element of the design, reflecting multiple iterations for each element. The design award today goes to team 2140J. That's the pink ducks from Jenison High School.
2140J from Jenison High School, the Pink Ducks. That was the design award, if you couldn't hear.
Head over to the snowman for some pictures of the team.
Good job. Good job.
All right, let's talk about some of the competition out here in the arena today. Our next award goes to the skills champion. This team finished first in skills with a 185. Their all-time had a 157. Their total was 342, an amazing score. This award for skills champion goes to team 3223A. Let's go, Leo! Yeah, delayed just long enough. All right, you saw them a minute ago. Our tournament finalists today. Team 248A, the Robodogs Starfall, Grandville. Along with team 1323A, the Robodogs, the Webcast City. Yep, you guys are back up.
Fight all night, guys.
All right, make sure you head over for pictures with Pete.
Nice job again. Good job. Nice work.
You can't miss him. He's a tall guy. All right, the other teams you just saw here are tournament champions for today. Team 244D, the Robodogs Detrius from Grandville. Along with Team 248D, the Robodogs from
Good job, Jaden.
Good job.
If we get all of them through.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yeah, Mr. Stu.
All right, we've got one last award for today. This is the Excellence Award. This goes to the team that exemplifies overall excellence in creating a high-quality, competitive robotics program. The Excellence Award recognizes their ability to document and explain their engineering design process via notebook and interview. And the team demonstrates outstanding competition performance by being the top-performing team this design. This team is a strong contender in numerous award categories and exemplifies dedication, devotion, hard work, and teamwork. This team is committed to quality in everything they do. The team today, they have the top book that the judges looked at. They ended 5th in qualification, 1st in skills, as well as 1st in skills all time. Team 3223A. Congratulations. Any final words from our head?
Good job, you guys.
Well done, everyone.
You need an extra bag for all those things.
Don't go backwards. Any final words? All right, that's it. Thanks everybody for coming out. Be safe.
Thank you, everybody online. We appreciate your time and coming. We will see you later.